Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Walk in Favor Network. I'm Pastor Kate. I want to thank you all so much for your emails thus far. And I promise it's a few of them I didn't get a chance to answer or respond to. I will get back to them. And thank you all. Just thank you so much for all of your love, your support, your encouraging words of telling me to keep going on, Pastor. That means a lot to me. Today, I'm going to end this week with another HBCU. Howard University, a historic HBCU. Now, I was inspired by some things that I read, and I want to share them with you. I read this, and it was talking about the article I read was highlighting certain rules that there are for life, rules of life. And I want to share some of these with you. Of course, I'm going to paraphrase them and put them in my own terms so that you will be able to at least maybe see yourself in this. So here goes. It says, rule number 1, make peace with your past. Y'all, sometimes we live too much in the past, so much so that we can't move to the present and live in the now. You have to have some kind of balance there. The past will dictate your destiny, either good or bad. And sometimes it's very, very difficult to leave the past behind, especially if you have encountered some disappointments or some hurts. But at some point, that's not to say forget it, because certain things you're never going to forget. But sometimes some things you have to compartmentalize and to get past some things in order to keep going on. So you got to make peace with your past. Understand, you know what? This happened. It was horrible. It was traumatic. It was just unbelievable. They shouldn't have did me like that, but you know what? I got to find peace about it. I can't do anything to change it. There's not going to be any closure, no confrontation, so I must make peace with it. The next one is mind your own business. Y'all, I can't say this enough. Get out of other people's stuff. That don't involve you. Why are you sticking your nose into something that is not your business? Do you know how many people go through life? They're busybodies. They always in other people's stuff. You know, for example, if someone else says something in another arena and then they come bringing it to you, trying to confront you about it and chastise you about it, and you're thinking, what this has to do with you? If that person had felt some type of way, that person should have came to me. That's how grown folks operate. You don't come and talk for other people. Mind your own business. Stop being a busybody. If it don't directly involve you or concern you, stay out of that. And oftentimes people bring you stuff even though you ain't looking for it. You've got to be able to tell that person, listen. You know what? I don't mean no harm, but I don't want to get involved in that. All I can do is I'll pray for you, honey, but I don't even need to hear that story. You know, I know you want to tell me some stuff about it. I really can't hear that, but I will pray about it. You've got to know when to even just, shut down someone bringing you stuff. Because there's some people, they're going to bring you their side of this and of the story, and it ain't even, they leave out a lot of bits and pieces of it. Mind your own business. Number 3, time heals, this is the key word, almost everything, but not all. See, the saying is, time heals all wounds. No, it don't. There's some wounds that are open still, and year after year after year, you pray about it, and it's still there. Time sometimes does not heal all wounds. Some wounds remain unhealed. The next one, don't focus or compare your life to other people's life. You got to only focus on what you got going on. Some people, this kind of goes hand in hand with minding your own business. There's some people can't focus on their life because they too much involved in what's going on across the street. All you can do is try to focus on what's going on in your life and stop comparing yourself to other people. I don't know how they got this, and this, and I'm that way. No, don't worry about that. Give that to the Lord. Focus on you. Focus on your wellness. Focus on your household. Don't worry about what the neighbors got going on. The next rule of life, it says, stop talking so much and learn to keep your mouth shut. And listen, some of you talk too much. You talk. You're not listening. And what you're talking about is frivolous, it's trivial, it don't even matter. I don't know y'all whether it's because I've gotten older, but I've gotten to a place in my life, I probably have always been like this. It just took me to get older for it to manifest more. I don't have the patience to sit through a whole bunch of nonsense. I don't have the patience to sit there and just listen at somebody yap. And then they're like, you hear what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not really even paying attention to what you got going on. Because what you're saying, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's childish and it's mindless. So get to a point in your life where that stupidity, that childishness, that frivolous conversation, that idle chit chat, I'm sorry, y'all, I just don't do. I just can't do it. My mind is somewhere else. And I'm like, what you talking about is so petty. This is so petty and childish. You need to grow up. You ever met 50, 60, 70-year-old people just childish and the stuff they're talking about? I'm like, you didn't grow from that. That's something that you do in your 20s. So stop talking so much. Another one, you have to be responsible and accountable for your own life. So many people make excuses and blame situations, blame how I was raised, or I grew up poor, or whatever. They blame situations, they blame people, they make excuses for why their lives is going the way it is. Stop doing that. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You are responsible for your own happiness. You are responsible for your own bills. You are responsible of your own things that you need. Take providing for yourself provisions. Nobody coming to save you. Stop sitting around expecting people and having a sense of entitlement that people owe you something. I deserve a good life. Why aren't you out there getting this better life? Because you're sitting around expecting somebody else to do it for you. You got to get up and do things for yourself, and you got to be held accountable for what you're not doing, and you've got to learn responsibility. So many grown people out there, they're irresponsible. Then you get in these relationships, two irresponsible people together. What you got going on? Absolutely nothing. So that was just a snippet of some of the things that came from the article. It was a lot to take in, but all of those things that I just gave to you, they're true and they should be applied to your daily life. Now, my personal favorite that I just gave you of the rules was number 2. Mind your own business. Get out of my business. If you want to know something about a person, you go directly to that person. But really, what are you going there asking them what they got going on? It's none of your business. Don't be offended when somebody tell you that. That really, I'm not going to discuss that with you. It has nothing to do with you. So they're politely telling you, get out of my business. I'm not asking you about your personal business. Certain things ought not to be discussed. And it don't directly involve you. And if it don't directly involve you, don't talk about it with other people, and don't even listen to it when it's brought to you. Learn how to tell people, I don't mean no harm, but I'm not getting in that at all. I don't even want to hear it. But don't you be the person to go to another person and say, well, now don't say nothing about this, but they came to me and said this and this. I'm the type of person, don't even come and tell me nothing somebody said. Because all you're doing is then vexing my spirit. If they told you something, I said something about me to you, pray about it. Don't even bring it to me. And some people like that. They can't wait to tell you something negative somebody said about you. Knowing that, well, I don't want you to get upset by, well, why are you bringing this to me? Because you know that what you're saying to me will upset me. Don't give them that power. Y'all, in the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 6, the author there is talking directly to the believers. And in 1 Thessalonians, he is instructing them, mind your own business. See, that's scriptural. So y'all think about that. Get yourself focused. Think about over the weekend some things that you are going to improve on in your life so you can have a better quality of life. Mind your business. Keep your mouth shut. Stop talking so much. Leave other people things alone. Let the past stay the past. Stop digging up old wounds, bringing it up again. When you find people, they always bringing up stuff. Well, I remember the time you did this, this, and this. That means that person ain't really forgiven you. That person's still walking around with that inside them deeply. So over the weekend, think about some things you need to let go of. Some improvements that you can make in your own life. Some things that you know what, I got to stop doing this. I got to do better. And that's okay to acknowledge that. Remember, 1 Thessalonians say, stop talking too much, believers, and mind your own business. Y'all be well, be blessed, and have an awesome weekend. I will see you back on Monday. Don't forget, thumbs up the video. Go to each platform and heart me, like me, follow me, comment if you like, and send me some emails. Y'all be blessed. And Howard University, another HBCU. I'll see y'all back next week. Be blessed.